It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, watch that.
Jackson. It's complete to Snead. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Now Jackson on first down. Towards the end zone for Brown. Marquise Brown. 37 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Tucker now. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl. 17 carries, over 100 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards of total offense? Probably not. But give him his due because now, in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted free agent running backs.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Matt Judon in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 35.
Well, we spend a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
On first down, Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. A big pickup of 38. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big play.
And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
To throw is Jackson. To throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They're going deep for Hill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jalen Ferguson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Thomas. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Right, 56, check 56. Let's go, tackle, let's go, we got this. Check, 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 check. Go. I got one.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mark's 56. Mark's 56. Oh, here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. On 1st down, Ingram. And this one goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now, Jackson. He's got it. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
Complete to Seth Roberts. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
I got him. Ball trot. Hey, Mike, 56. Check, 56. Hey, come on out here. Come on, go. Come get some. Run it.
Jackson from the shotgun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll come out in the pistol. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just does the quarterback run it, does he pitch it? Now they've added that 3rd element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run. It's Mark Ingram. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 39. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson letting one go deep for Roberts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, but now it's third down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to fourth down as well. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. Heavy?
Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're going to sack him again, the fifth time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Check Mike, 54.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Domata Peko in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Mahomes to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. It's caught by Roberts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st down, Ingram. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let him know. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Check hot route. Hot. 53 is the mic.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Slam, slam, slam. Zoom, zoom.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They get 6 yards going for it on fourth, and now it's first and goal.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Go. I got him. On me, on me. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the fourth down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on fourth down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
57 the mic. 57 the mic. Buzz, ready? Lights 57.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
A gain of 14. First down, Chiefs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Yellow.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. He can't hang.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 64 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Butker on for the PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 25. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Let's discuss how
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The end result, 21 yards.
Attack!
Now here's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and now it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Chiefs on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the...
They really created great space for the runner to get in.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
He's coming. Double up. Go. He's coming. Double up.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. Shedding through the defense. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5. Up to the 25-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Ravens on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Butker now to add the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Ravens 39, Chiefs 27. Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
To throw is Jackson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's Ingram. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter. And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Jackson. Roberts has it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Ingram again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's third down. From the gun, Jackson. Snead's got it. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop it. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. Mark Ingram unable to get past the marker. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, but it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him. Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him. No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Mike, 54. I'm trying to collect. Right there.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on third down, Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Watch the out. Watch the out. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Watch the pass.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 36 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible.
Yellow.
You might be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, check Mike 57. Haywood. Let's go, D. 57 to Mike. 57.
On first down, Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.